And of course our friends over here at TikTok. Let's get you guys going as well, live. For another live stream with the family here. The fish fam. Live stream. Hashtag fish fam. Let's get going here. So get started with some fun additions when it comes to all the stuff that we like to do here at Aquadream USA. When it comes to all my goodies. Oh, we gotta flip you guys around. There we go. For some reason you guys were not facing the right direction. How funny is that? I know, right? Hilarious. Let's get you guys going here one more second here. I just need to make sure I get you guys chats pulled up here. We're live now. That's live. That's live. There we go. Perfect. Let's see if people are coming by the chat or not here. I'm trying to utilize the TikTok studio a little bit this time around to test things out a little bit. See how things are going. Yeah. Hopefully you guys get a little behind the scenes view, I guess, a little bit here of the entire process of the whole thing here. Because we are talking about the lovely aquariums that we have set up here. We got some awesome products. We got a camera stand in the way. I gotta move out of the way here for you guys. We have some amazing fish tanks to take a look at here. I'll pull that up here. There we go. Hey guys, we are Aquadream USA, giving you guys some more aquatic goodness when it comes to the fun that we like to do here. At Aquadream, we are a US-based company out here in the greater Seattle area. Get a chance to check out everything that we do here at TikTok when it comes to like the TikTok shop and stuff. Of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to tap like, follow, all that good stuff there. You know, greatly appreciate you guys taking time out of the day to stop by and say hi. Obviously, that you know, there's a million different things you can do online. The fact you want to come by here and hang out, greatly appreciated. Yeah, but let's get right into saying we're talking about, like, say, this tank in particular right here. This is our 145-gallon tank. It's a coral reef style aquarium here, but it also can be used for fresh water or salt water, whichever you prefer. You gotta pull up the backed up a little to the wall right there a little bit. We can kind of talk about various things when it comes to this aquarium. Holly, I see you there. Holy, not Holly. Holy, thanks for coming by the live stream there. Andrew, appreciate you. Abby, hey, what's up? Mr. Code, thanks for coming by the live stream. I believe that was Russian, so I cannot read that. Right? Yeah, I think that's Russian, or some other kind of. That's definitely not English. At least I know that much. I can read English and I can read Spanish. That's about the best I can do for you on that one. If we're trying to do some other kind of languages besides that, it might be a little difficult for me. But I appreciate you coming by though, Mr. Code. Kevin, I see you over there in TikTok that you're coming by. Chavita, if I pronounced it correctly. King, Terry, I see you there as well. Appreciate you guys all coming by so much over there on the TikTok side of things. We're talking about our some little aquariums here at Aquadream. What's up? Oh, not much. Just getting started with a live stream here for Aquadream that we do, you know, on a daily basis during the week here. And we're just kind of getting ourselves started with the live stream. We're just kind of more, if anything, I'm kind of letting you guys guide the show this time around. You know, I come around, I talk about the same things within this room multiple times over every single day. So, if there's anything you guys are really have any questions about, feel free to guide the show a little bit that way. Nice goblins. I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing there, goblins. That girl, I mean, good on her though. She turned that 5 seconds of fame into an entire career. So I mean, who's really laughing? Who's laughing now, right? That's something I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get that, try to get a little bit of that internet fame as well, you know? Maybe I just need to make a meme quality like that to be able to find the right people or something like that to make a meme about or whatever. The funny thing is, she got super famous and the content creator interviewing her, nobody knows. Nobody knows. But everyone knows her. What's up, Poppy? Alex, thank you much for that follow. Greatly appreciate it. Bam, right there for you. I'm curious, Poppy, is that a reference to the singer slash YouTuber? Because there's an awesome song featuring Poppy by a band called Knock Loose, and they're fantastic. Sorry, I'm bad with English, but I partially understand. All good, Mr. Code, all good. The main thing is that the fact you came into the chat and said something, more than appreciated. Really appreciate it a lot. Chili Jilly. What's up with the chat today, man? Are you selling tonight? Joseph, we are selling multiple things. If you check out our TikTok shop, you'll see exactly what we have available. We have tanks, we have products, we have different types of pumps, we have filtration devices, air stones, magnetic brushes. I mean, hello. Where you been, you know? We got this amazing reef tank here, available for freshwater and saltwater. Got a tank right behind you over here as well. Let me show you a case. Voila. That fantastic looking freshwater tank we'll be talking about later in the live stream as well. But of course the main thing is when it comes to our live streams is that, or not live streams, but our tanks, is that they all function about the same, right? They all have the same kind of qualities to them. The main difference really is just kind of comes down to what color do you like your tank to be in and how big do you want it to be. Other than that, they all function about the same, right? They all come with a built-in some filtration system in there as well. You get your protein skimmers, pumps. You get different types of filter media as well. We can go into a little bit later with the other tank that we have set up right here. But you can see, like right here, if I open this bad boy up, right? It's not the cleanest. Hopefully you guys can see a little bit of it. But you gotta get the idea what I'm talking about here, especially you guys over here at TikTok side. I think you get a chance to see what I'm talking about. This whole thing, this whole system comes with your tank, right? If you make that purchase, decide to take the plunge, if you will, you know. But I appreciate having come by with the likes, the follows, the chats. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you all very much. What's the most powerful pump you have? We have a lot of different types of pumps. So like, say for example, I mean, we do have like, this is our most powerful submersible low-level suction pump at 125 watts here. This is something you just kind of put inside your tank and likely like your sump filtration system. And you're able to get that water pumped through this, comes out through the port right there. Get that water moving right there, right? We do have other things though, like what? We have like, I mean, we have like koi pond level filters, which are just like super massive, super like industrial, strong, heavy duty kind of filters as well. Bakari, thanks for coming by. What else do we have? Like pumps like this as well. Like something like this would work really great for a different types like ponds or something like that, or any kind of large water structures you need to have that water flowing, right? Something like this would definitely do just fine. I believe if I remember correctly, this is like over 1,500 gallons per hour can get pumped with this right here. And I believe with this one, it's something like 900 gallons an hour if I remember correctly. I could be a little bit off on my stats on that one. But still, it's our most powerful suction pump there. What other kind of pumps we got here? I mean, but we do go as small as like these little tiny submersible pumps. That's right. This was like 9 watts of power right here. So, you know, a lot of different types of varieties there for you guys to check out if you're so interested in them. Again, it's all in our TikTok shop. If you are curious and want to check that out, definitely please go do so. What's up, Human? Thanks for coming by the live stream. The best fish for aquarium to keep without cleaning for months. For 2 feet long or 1 foot aquariums. What's the best fish for that? That's a good question. I mean, there's a lot of really good fish out there. I wouldn't really say that for like a small aquarium. I think the bigger thing to consideration would definitely be, well, I mean, you're gonna have to clean your tank eventually within like a month or something like that. Like just for like minimal clean, like I use like for this one right here, I use this magnetic brush. Let me pull this over so you can see it. Like even then with this magnetic brush, I'm still using it twice a week or something like that to make sure I can clean up any kind of, algae or something like that kind of builds up on the tank right there. But you get, like a small fish would be really great, like a goldfish. Can't go wrong with a goldfish. You got tetras are a really great fish as well. Or even like a beta fish does a really good job in kind of smaller captivity as well. Like for example, like I had a goldfish that I got from like a state fair that I won. Like gosh, when I was like 12 years old or something. I don't know, 12 to 15, about 15 years old if I remember correctly. And I had that fish for like 4 or 5 years or something like that. All throughout high school I had the fish. And it was just like a regular old goldfish that I got from like a state fair from when just like throwing like those little ping pong balls and like little water buckets, Back in the 90s when people were wild and just handing out animals to children because you want a prize. Looking back, that's just so wild in my mind. Just like here's an animal now. Thanks for playing our little game and you win an animal. Like what? I do use magnetic brush. It does work nice. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying like those kind of fish. Yeah, I'll say those kind of fish there, Human, is probably your best choices when it comes to that kind of stuff. Let's see, I was like beta fish, goldfish, tetras, like cichlids are another good one as well. If I pronounce it, if I'm able to type this properly, fish, cichlid. Something like that, like a little cichlid, can do well for you. Or no, over here. This is YouTube. No, something like that could do well for like a smaller captivity if you're looking for like a sturdier fish, if you will. Look at this. Look at our little guy right here trying to get in front of some of the camera action right here. Now this fish sees the magnetic brush out moving around. You need things like, oh, that means it's snack time now. Because the fun thing about our brush here is that it actually does, since it kind of scrapes off any kind of algae or anything like that, the fish will just they will just eat the algae that kind of floats off from when you're scraping it off, right? And they're like, oh, it is snack time. When the brush is out, snacks are out. Let's go, And they don't really get too startled by me using the brush either. You can try, like, you can see right here. He's actually moving towards it because he's like, oh, it's snack time then once this brush is doing its thing. You see? They actually like it. They don't get too startled by it or anything. They get more startled by me with my exaggerated hand gestures and rapid movements throughout the room here. They go, whoa, hey, easy there. I'm just a fish doing fishy things, Doing my best fish life impression right there. But yeah, so we got like different types of things we can kind of go into today. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to tap like, helps us out a ton. Every like really does go a long way at our level right now. Also give us a follow as well. Lets me know you want to see some more content like this. We have plenty of content coming for you guys on our social platforms. Not only just about products, but also just the hashtag fish talk, kind of life, kind of videos we got coming up for you guys as well. So hope you guys looking forward to that. And yeah. Without much else to do, I guess we can probably start diving into saying like what this tank is all about. Remember Joseph did ask, what are we selling today? We're selling a lot of things. Again, like check out our TikTok shop if you guys want to know exactly what we're selling. If you have anything in particular for a question when it comes to one of our products, I could definitely be your point I could be your point guy. I can give you some information necessary to move forward if you're like, hey, I'm kind of interested in like these pumps or these brushes or the tanks themselves. We had somebody over on YouTube, if I remember correctly, just the other day, said that they actually completed a purchase of picking up a 145-gallon tank because of one of the live streams that we did here. So that's one of the cool things about this, is like getting a chance to, you know, connect with like-minded people, right? Get a chance to, you know, have conversations, talk shop, if you will, when it comes to all things aquatic related, I guess is the way to phrase it there. You know, if you like aquariums, I mean, you came to the right spot. Congratulations, you made it to Fish Talk then. You know what I mean? Here's a little guy over here. This guy's just trying to take up all of the camera time right now. He just likes, he wants to be in front of the camera. He's like, I want to be on stream. I want to be TikTok famous. I am a fish. Here's you. You kind of hang out by the rocks all day, and as soon as the cameras go live, what do? You start swimming around out in front. You're like, hey guys. He just kind of swims out like, hey guys, how you doing? Yeah, it's just me. You know, been here for a while. It's been here all day. Just kind of hanging out. Oh, is that the camera? Well, hi. How you doing? You know. Good, yeah, of course. Sophia, thanks for coming by the live stream. I see you there. At least I get notifications whenever somebody jumps in, at least scrolls through the chat or scrolls through the stream here. Yeah, I appreciate you guys all coming by today. Yeah, we can kind of, you guys, again, if you have any questions else about what we do here, or what we're selling, or anything like that, you know, feel free to leave us in the, you know, ask in the chat down below. But for the most part, yeah, we're Aquadream. We do a lot of sales. We sell a lot of hardware type of products when it comes to your aquariums, as in like different types of like pumps, right? Or different types of brushes like we have right here. Or anything like an air stone, like this right here, which helps out a lot when it comes to adding more oxygen, helping out with the oxygen levels of your water, right? Or even if you're a koi pond enthusiast, you also got this. Check out, like a UV sanitizer right here. This is the sanitizer she tells you not to worry about right here. This is a big boy. This is a big sanitizer, man. Yeah, this one of those things that use this sanitizer. Words are hard today. Utilizes UV light on it, so then it will zap any kind of material that you don't really want in your pond, right? Basically, it will help out a lot when it comes to like any buildup of algae or anything like that. This thing is heavy. There we go. I can only hold it for so long. Okay, I'm only so strong. I have my limits. Okay, guys. There we go. See now he's like hanging out in the back right here, hanging out underneath the rocks. Jack over here is just kind of minding his own business over here. By the way, I think we just had that video go live today about how we came up with the names of our fish, actually. So I'm actually curious if you guys in the chat, do you guys name your fish? If so, what names do you have for them? I'm kind of curious what you guys came up with, or like what's the story behind some of the names of your fish, right? You know, because like I think just because like with fish, right, like you don't really get to directly engage with them like you do with like a cat or a dog or any kind of animal like that, right? That kind of helps, like giving them a name kind of helps a lot when it comes to, you know, giving them like a bit of a personality, giving them a bit of identity, right? Standing out amongst the school, if you will. I was gonna say crowd, but you know, a collection of fish is a school, right? Remember that one. That is some high level English there for you. But yeah. Yeah, we got like this tank right here, which is one of our tanks that we have here at Aquadream. We have a lot of different types of tanks. This one, I believe, is our, if I remember correctly, it's a 145-gallon tank that we have right here. This does a great job of, well, making your fish have a nice, happy home to live in, right? That's something we all want, something we all need when it comes to making sure, if you want to, you know, get into the hobby of aquatics. I think it's the right terminology, right? If I'm wrong, let me know in the chat. But, you know, you want to make sure you have nice little happy, healthy swimming fish, and, you know, I think our setup does a pretty good job of doing just that, you know. yeah, like I said, like this is actually, and also with our tanks here, that you can buy them separately, right? You can buy, if you want just the tank itself, you can get the tank, or if you just want the bottom half with some filtration system, you can do that as well. It's all available for you. You know, again, if you have any kind of special orders, any kind of questions, feel free to reach out to us here on social, reach out to us through email or anything like that. We're more than willing to help out when it comes to easing any kind of type of barriers you might come across when it comes to trying to acquire a lovely aquarium such as this. One of our many luxurious, finest types of aquariums, the best. Totally not biased. Absolutely no bias there at all. It's 100% factual, truth, 100% accurate. It is our tanks right here. Nico de la Cruz, thank you for coming by the live stream. Hope everyone here is having a good day. It is Friday. Let's get the party started. Started it right now with this live stream. We're getting the party started right now. You better believe it. Getting ready. We're doing a little bit of this, getting some dance moves on, right? Yeah. This is cringe, whatever, but I'm doing it. That happened. Let me know what if you guys are up to anything this weekend, right? What you guys up to? For me, I'd probably just be spending the time at home. Might be doing a little bit of a day trip out to do a little coffee trip or something like that with the wife or something, but it's all kind of tentative plans right now. But at the moment, kind of just hanging out, having a good time, especially right now, getting off work, right? I'm sure many of you guys are getting off work. You get a chance to talk about some fish life, some hashtag, bam, fish talk. Hey, if you came by the stream, guess what? You're on that fish algorithm. Congratulations. You watch a lot of fish videos. I'm not gonna lie, I do catch myself coming across some of those algorithms, like especially with parrots. Those videos kill me every time. Do you guys wholesale at all? Fizzy Aquatics asks. Wholesale. I mean, I'm trying to think. Yeah, because basically we get our tanks from more of a dealership though. Sorry, I'm completing my second week here, and I was kind of thrown into the fire to learn everything on the spot here, but. I think we're a little bit more of a distributor, if that makes sense, of these amazing Aquadream type products, right? Because we have other different types of locations where Aquadream are located, or other places you can pick up. Well, no. Actually, I am sorry. I'm tired today. My brain is broken. Layla, welcome to the stream. Gotcha. I've been trying to find someone with tanks that will have everything else. Well, I mean, we have plenty of tanks. Yeah, we sell the tanks directly here. We have some freshwater, we have some saltwater tanks, reef tanks, or like right here in the back, we can show you over here for the TikTok fam. Check it out. Whoa! Right behind you the whole time. You bet you didn't even see that. Freshwater tanking, and then we'll talk about that later in the stream. Or we can talk about it now, whichever one you're kind of interested in. Which, by the way, Fizzy Aquatics, is there any kind of tank in particular you're looking for? Any kind of style, color, size, or anything between? Kind of just curious what you're looking into, because we might have what you're looking for. I'm just saying. We have a lot of tanks. Yeah, we sell a lot of tanks, and we have a lot of them. So, we try to accommodate the best way we can. And I can pull up some of that information about our tanks as well. So, yeah, if you have any questions in particular about, like, oh, does your tank do this? Does your tank do that? A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of up. You know what I mean? Something like that. Rotate this around real quick. I need to charge up my phone, like so. There we go. All right. Whoa! Welcome back. We are delivering within a 50-mile radius nano tanks, maybe to start eventually bigger. We don't have any nano tanks, sadly. We have most of our tanks are, I think our smallest tank that we have, I believe, is 40 gallons is our smallest tank that we have. So we're kind of like a bit more of like an enthusiast build kind of stuff, if that makes sense. I have seen those nano tanks online. They look really nice, rather convenient as well, right? You can place them just right on top of a table, and they will work just fine for you, right? So yeah, we don't have any nanos. Again, like if you check out our TikTok shop, you can probably take a nice little scroll through and see exactly what we have to offer. But yeah, so like our tanks, for example, like we have a tank like this that's about like 40 gallons, if I remember correctly. And like I showed you earlier with the freshwater tank, we have another one that's about 40 gallons, about our smallest one that we have. When it comes to getting going, when it comes to the aquatic life, living that lifestyle, that hashtag fish talk, you better believe it. It's actually getting a little hot in here. Hang on. I'm gonna turn off my little heater I have in here. Because whenever the live stream starts is when the heat gets going in here. Angela Rodriguez, thanks for coming by the live stream. Hope you're doing fantastic there. But yeah. Okay, now Jack's back out here. He's like, hey, by the way, stream, it's me again. Hi. Getting more of those snacks by any chance? What kind of fish would you be looking to add into the aquarium there, Fizzy? I'm curious, like what kind of aquascaping would you set up there? Would you just be like a nice little tank with some dirt and a couple rocks and call it good? Looking to add some coral, some wood, some plants or something? Well, so you say you have everything else, so I'm curious what else you have right now. Sorry, ugh. Brain is running at about 20% speed right now. If I could just like kind of plug in a USB-C cable to kind of charge me back up, that'd be fantastic right now. Dominic, thank you very much for the follow. Let's go! Boom! Yeah! Making me look good. And the like as well. Let's freaking go! Thank you, Dominic, very much. I appreciate that follow. Like I said, every like, every follow really does go a long way for us guys here. At our level, really does matter. And the fact that you guys are actually coming by the stream and like actually chatting, you know, we're interacting and having a good conversation together, helps me out a ton, right? Because I do these live streams daily. We go live for about 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours every single day, talking about aquariums and everything in between. Red starfish, I'm best friends with them. Well, awesome. Is Red Starfish like an account here on TikTok or something? Wait, what kind of fish is that? This one I'm actually not 100% sure. We do have a clownfish that likes to swim right about up here. We do have a couple blue tangs, which look like, you know, Dory from like, what do you call it? Finding Nemo, right? This one in particular, I actually don't know what type of fish they are because I just got here like 2 weeks ago. I started 2 weeks ago, so this is already all built up and put together in this room, and I was like, oh, that looks nice. And like, here's your office. I'm like, okay. It's in your store, protein skimmers. That's a gar? Is that what you call them? Big O Reese, welcome back. We do have protein skimmers. Yes, we have protein skimmers. A bunch of protein skimmers. I think over 100 in stock right now. We're stocked up when it comes to protein skimmers. So if you're looking to skim off a protein skimmer, that's, you know, you came to the right spot then. Hey, look at that. Wordplay. Yeah, and a bass. Nice. Cool. You must have a pretty big tank then over there, Dominic. Like, well, how many gallons are we talking here? And what's the setup you got going on in there? I'm curious. You got a bunch of plants. You got the fish so far. We have a gar. We have a bass, like you mentioned. I do. It's big. That's what they all say. Until you actually tell them ask how actually big it is. No, everyone's tank's really big until you see it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke. I'm playing with you. Come on, a little bit of a roast. Come on. That's what we come to the Aquadream streams, right? It's for a nice little casual roast through chat. Rebecca, thanks for coming by the live stream. Is it as big as this tank right here, Dominic? This one of the 145 gallon tank that we have right here. Wait, 1,710 like gallons we're talking there, or 170 gallons. I'm curious. Like 170, like 1,700 gallons is what we're talking here. That is a very big tank. That is like bigger than most apartments here. That is a big tank. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna hold a bass in there, right, you need to have some big, you need to have the big tanks to hold that big bass. Like, damn, look at that bass. Dedra Wright Baker, thanks for coming by the live stream. Cool, but yeah, that's a crazy big tank. Do you have it on social? Share it with us, like on Instagram or something, or even send us a DM or something like that here on TikTok if that's possible. I want to see what you guys' setup is. And you have a seahorse. I want a seahorse. I want a seahorse in here. That would be awesome. Probably wouldn't be big enough, or this tank's probably not big enough to hold like a seahorse. Because seahorses they're not small, right? Or they can be small. I'm thinking like a seahorse is probably what, like. Well, no, actually, if I remember correctly, there's a lot of different types of seahorse, right? You have 10 of them. Oh my gosh, you have a whole school of horses. Well, actually, would that technically still be a school, or that be like what's a grouping of seahorses called? I'm actually really curious about that. Like, what do you call a large scale a school? Let's see. What do you call a group of sea horses? It's a shoal. SHOAL. A shoal of seahorses. I'll be back going to the bathroom. Right, see you back in a bit here, Dominic. Interesting. That's it's also referred to as a herd as well. That's a little bit more of a common word to use right there. I always find it so weird, like how different animal groups have a different naming convention to them, right? Like a group of seahorses being called a shoal. Like it's so weird. Like the same kind of thing with with crows, right? You have a group of crows. They're called a murder of crows. Freaking metal, by the way, right there. Love that. As a metal music fan myself, I appreciate it. Like, that's freaking cool, dude. Yeah, murder of crows. Interesting. Did not know about that. We got a little bit of a tussle happening here. Oh, that's because of George. Our bigger blue tang over here. I call him George. It's because George is a very serious name, right? Not very often you come across a George that will just be kind of lighthearted and fun, like, hey, I'm just a George. Let's hang out. George is like, I'm George. Move, please. Ravens are an inconvenience. What's wrong with ravens? What's wrong with ravens, Lee? Squid? What's a group of squids called? What's the name for a group of squids? That's also a shoal.
The official collective noun for squid is actually a shoal, but cephalopod fans around the world have united in a petition to make squad a bona fide term.
There's people petitioning to call them a squad. I'm surprised that's like even a thing. That's what a flock is called, an inconvenience rate. Really? I thought you were just hating. That's actually what they're called? Let me look this up here. What's a group of ravens called?
According to Wikipedia, collective nouns for a group of ravens include a conspiracy, a treachery, a rave, and an unkindness. In practice, most people use the more generic flock.
Or just people just use flock. A group of ravens called an inconvenience. A flock of ravens is called an unkindness. What? Or a conspiracy? Why do people hate crows? What's up with Western society hating on crows? What do they do to you? If anything, they're helping you out, right? The crows are the ones like picking up like any animals left on the ground, right? They'll come by and just eat them up, right? They're super smart animals too. Like, come on. Yes, unkindness. That's just why the hate on crows? Why? What's wrong with crows? What did they do to us? Well, they squawk kind of loud, but that's about it, right? They're super smart animals, right? Was it like there's one story about crows where it's like they I think it was crows, right, where they found a way to like crack open nuts by like dropping the nut on the road, waiting for cars to drive over it, and then they'll pick up the nut, right, and then be able to eat it. Like super smart animals. I like crows. Of course, I like all animals, kind of thing. So there's also that. There's also that with me. I'm a little biased on my appreciation of animals, as in I just kind of like them all. You know. I'm curious what like what other names are there for groupings of animals, right? Like it's pretty tough to beat an unkindness when you call them a group. Let's see, like let's do this right here, like weirdest names for groups of animals. And they just give me a list of different animals. And memory of elephants. That's another one. A parliament of owls. That just seems very accurate right there. Or even like, what else we got here? A bloat of hippopotamuses. a convocation of eagles. What? Lee, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah! Appreciate that. Making me look good at my job. Thank you very much. There's also a conspiracy of lemurs. A bask of crocodiles. Come on, that's just lazy right there. Because crocodiles bask, like in the sunlight. They just like take in the rays, right? That's basking. They call a group of them just a bask of crocodiles. I guess it kind of would make sense, right? Most times when you see crocodiles pile up together like that, usually they are basking. So I guess that would kind of make sense, right? Appreciate the like there as well. You shared the live. Oh my goodness, Lee. You're the best. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. I guess I also should say, though, if you guys are new to the channel, since we're on the topic of likes and follows, right? We are Aquadream, as you can see up here. We sell all these other fantastic products on our TikTok shop. If you guys want to check it out, please do. It makes me look really good in front of the boss. And also, that if you guys want to keep up to date with anything that we're doing here, when it comes to, like, say, like new products, sales, promotions, coupons that we're going to be doing or something like that, make sure to give us a follow so you can stay up to date with all of the different types of content that we are doing here. We have a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline, guys. Next week's going to be a busy week. Let me tell you, it's going to be a busy week. We're getting this train rolling, right? I just started here 2 weeks ago, and now we're starting to get the train rolling here when it comes to Aquadreaming, living the Aqua dream. You know, that's what we're doing right here. And plus, you get to have some really excellent educational content, as in we get to learn that a group of crows is an unkindness. Sure. A bask of crocodiles, a conspiracy of lemurs. Like also, like why they hate on lemurs, right? What do they do to us as well? Like, come on. A conspiracy? Like, what are they gonna do? Like, steal a banana? Come on. What's the worst thing a group of lemurs is going to do to you? Come on. Why do you got to call it a conspiracy? You think they're really planning something? You think they're scheming? They're working up something against us humans, right? Lemurs are like, the humans have had it on. Humans have had it for too good for too long. It's time for us to conspire. Yes. A gaggle of geese, right? Yeah. So for some reason the chat didn't scroll down with it. Hang on. Yeah, we're fine. A gaggle of geese, yeah. That's a classic, though. That one kind of makes sense though, because like with the way like you hear like, especially like Canadian geese, right? You hear them like honking a bunch. That kind of sounds like a bunch of people kind of just talking or laughing at each other kind of thing. So it kind of sounds like kind of a giggle or gaggle. You know, they're kind of, geese are kind of they're a silly creature, right? I mean, come on. It's like you can fly, but you don't like to fly. You know, it's kind of like why you being a bird then? You know, come on. You know what I mean? Someone just named underscore. That's just their name. It's just underscore. Like, oh hey man, let me add you on TikTok. What's your name? Underscore. Like, did I write that out? No, it's just the actual thing itself. I'm surprised that wasn't already taken. Maybe it is taken, and you can choose your own kind of username or something like that here on TikTok or something. Look at all those likes coming in. Look at you guys stacking up the likes, like we stack up our amazing products here at Aquadream. Stacked up. Just like our product lineup on our TikTok shop. Hey, how about that? That's a nice little segue, huh? That gets some likes, right? There we go. I see it. I see it coming in. You know what I mean? We're stacked over here. I mean, look at this over here. I'm not kidding. Actually stacked. We're stacked over here, guys. We're ready. Hey, you think I'm lying to you guys? No, I keep it real, 100%. Keep it 100 for the fam, the fish fam out here. Are we gonna reach 2K likes on the stream right now? Is that what's about to happen? We just hit 2K likes. This is the most likes we've had on our stream ever, by the way, most ever, which is crazy to see that many come in. That is awesome. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. Thank you guys for hanging out in the chat. You know, we're gaggling here, I guess you could say, when it comes to talking about aquariums and different types of products that we do here. So I appreciate everyone's support a lot. Thank you all very much. You know, again, like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, you can always tap like. It really helps us out a ton and help us out within the all famous algorithm of greatness that is TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. Give us a follow as well to keep up to date when it comes to any kind of new products or deals or promotions that we're doing for you guys as well. Or if you just want to know more about things like low-level suction water pumps. I mean, who doesn't want to know more about these, right? I mean, come on. This is kind of a standard thing you gotta know. If you're on TikTok, you gotta know about low-level suction water pumps, man. That's what you gotta do. That's the hype is right here. It's not Fortnite. It's or Marvel movies. It's low level water pumps. That's what it is. This is where the real hype is right here. But you can find this on our TikTok shop if you are so curious about what you can find out there. Again, just give us a nice little doom scroll through that. And of course, if you have any questions about our products, feel free to ask them in the chat. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to talk with you guys about this stuff, right? It's why I'm wearing the shirt. It's part of my job. It's what I do here. We go live, we talk about stuff. We talk about aquariums, we talk about gaggles of geese, we talk about unkindness of crows, we talk about aquariums, right? Actually, recently on our TikTok page, we recently also posted a video about the naming convention of all of our fish right here. That's right, I did name all of our fish. All of our fish, I should say. I named all of our fish, except for one. I'm not going to spoil it, though. You have to check out the video to see which one. Give us a little suggestion on what you would like to see that fish to be named, because I want to see if there's any kind of cool names out there that I haven't thought of yet. But I have some pretty standard names like we talked about earlier, right? This little guy right here with the black and the white stripes over here. Says he's like has white stripes on, right? Made me think of the band. Made me think of Jack White. His name is Jack. There you go. That's how it works right there. Of course, I had to name our little clownfish. You know, I had to name him Nemo, right? That's just what you do when you have a clownfish, right? It's like the go-to default, right? That's the default stance of a character right there. And also, since we have two different blue tangs, one is named George, and the other one, you'll never guess the name of that one. Dory. Yeah, real original, right? But like I said, there is one fish in here that does not have a name. One fish did get a name here. This little blue and yellow guy over here. I'm not sure if it comes through on stream right here. He's a little fish hanging out kind of by the bottom right about here-ish. He's like a blue and yellow fish. Some people, I can't remember who named it, but on stream we got his name from the stream, and someone just wanted to name him Huggy. And I'm like, that works for me. We'll give him a good name. I like that name. It's a nice little friendly name for a fish, a little friendly fishy name. Huggy. I'd love to see that, right? Of course. Let's see. I've got a wow with black spotter molly named Moo. Wait, so it's a with black spotter. Wait, black spotted molly. Oh, named Moo. Gotcha. Sorry, there was like an emote that was like on the chat where there was blocking what the text said right there. You named them Moo. Why Moo? Let me look at this. Like, what's a black spotted molly? Let me look at this up. Black spotted molly fish. What does this fish look like? Okay, I can. It's like kind of like basically kind of like a black and white kind of what do you call them? Like a black and white cow kind of thing. I see it now. I definitely see it. There's a Moo over there from Lee Reynolds. We just a Moo-like fish, I should say. Creative OG, thanks for coming by the live stream. Hope you're doing well. You have any other fish names out there? I would probably think of like what I would think of like my thought process when I saw that fish was like 101 Dalmatians, right? So I'm thinking of like maybe one of the puppy names or something like that from 101 Dalmatians would be a good one as well. Or you can call them Oreo, which, I mean, like, meh, it's a little corporate, don't you think? It's a little bit too corporate of a name, I would say. You know, it's like you're, like, trying to be, you know, you're trying to be funny, I guess. We name him Oreo or something. I remember when we got the family dog that it was a black and white border collie. My sister, who was like 5 years old at the time, wanted to name the dog Pizza, and we're like, no, we can't name the dog Pizza. And she was just started crying, losing her mind, being like, why can't I want the dog name to be Pizza? And just like the whole ride home from picking up the dog, crying her eyes out that we wouldn't name our border collie Pizza. Cookies and cream, that's another good one there. That's a solid choice. You can't go wrong with that one. Delicious. So Minnie or Nini, thanks for coming by the live stream. Appreciate you, guys. We're getting peak live stream right now. We're going up and up. We're peaking up here. Aquadream, we're peaking up here right now. We're going up to the moon right now when it comes to how the live stream is going today. So thank you guys all so much for your support. I really do appreciate that. Appreciate you guys coming by and hanging on and chat and stuff like that. Like I said as well, got any questions about what we do? Feel free to let me know in the chat. If not, I'm going to keep ranting about animal names and anecdotal stories of previous animals that we've had. Actually, a funny thing with that same sister, she did get a hamster, and you'll never know. You'll never guess what she named that hamster. She named the hamster Hammy. I'm like, I was like 15 at the time, and I was cringing at that. You know, come on. That's like naming your dog Doggy. You know, you can't do that. You can't name your hamster Hammy. I mean, it's a cute name, though. Don't get me wrong. Hammy's a cute sounding name. But it's Hammy the hamster. That sounds like a child's book or something. Like, no, we can't do that. Welcome back, Dominic. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you taking the time to come back to the live stream. It means a lot. Thank you very much. You guys got any plans for the weekend? Got anything going crazy? You guys gonna go out to the woods and party with the animals? Or you just gonna stay home and play some video games? Or you gotta go and do some yard work around the house or apartment or something? Or you gotta just you gotta set up in front of your tank at home and go, that's a mighty fine tank right there. I mean, Dominic's tank's big enough he can actually live in it. You know, his whole room, his whole living space is a fish tank. You know, to swim with my fish. I was just talking about that. So I was like, Dominic's tank is so large out there, he can actually swim with this fish. He's just like, what's up, guys? How you doing? A little backstroke. Hope you appreciate it. Do you actually jump in with your fish? Like, have you done that before? I mean, a tank that large. Is it even a tank? That has to be like an in-ground, like a pond thing or something you got going on. Like a 1,700 gallon fish tank. Let me look this up. Is that even a thing? Or was it 175 gallons? Curious what you mean by that. He's like, no, I'm straight up serious. 1,700 gallons. I swim with my fish. Yeah, most people like to sit there and watch them enjoy. He's like, I jump in with them. I jump in. I am one of the fish. I am a fish person. I have gills. My feet are webbed. I am a fish person. That's how dedicated I am to the craft. He got it from Tanked. Yeah, right? These little fishes are kind of hanging out here. We got Rocket out here as well. You can check out a little video on our social platforms. I understand why we got that name right there. We got a lot of different videos coming out for you guys as well. I just recorded a video today talking about why wave makers are so fantastic. You'll never guess what a wave maker does. I'll let you guys figure that one out in the chat, but you'll be surprised what wave makers do. You know, they I don't want to spoil it, but a wave maker here, they kind of we'll just say that the product makes waves. I'll just leave it at that. Sorry, I'm super cringe today. It's Friday. We're just going to lose our minds right here. But that's what we're doing, you know, just losing our minds on a Friday night, getting ready to start the weekend, have some fun, go wild, party with the animals, all that good stuff, or more technically party with our animals, right? Because especially Dominic sounds like he's going to be partying with his animals in his tank, is what it sounds like. A baby nurse shark would be a beautiful addition. Ooh, don't get me started. I love sharks. All right, they're kind of my thing. Big fan. Lifetime fan. You know, actually, I remember going to like back when you used to go to libraries to find information about stuff. I used to go to the library to rent out books that were talked about sharks in particular when I was younger, because I thought sharks were just the coolest freaking animals. Love those things. Still, I mean, they're pretty much like the coolest animals in the ocean, if you ask me. Sharks are pretty awesome. But little baby nurse shark, how big? Yeah, but nurse sharks get pretty large though, right? Like let's see here. My son does as well. I mean, yeah, they're awesome. Who doesn't like a good shark? Nurse shark. Let's take it out here.
According to Wikipedia, the shark is an elasmobranch fish in the family Gymnomostomatidae.
The what? No, what? You can see that's a solid size. That's a good sized fish right there. Up to 8 to 12 feet, I believe. Dang, yeah, looks about right. Yeah, there's kind of like the hang out at the bottom kind of thing. Down in the Caribbean waters and those stuff. Alright, gotta check out one thing real quick, guys. Apologies. I mean, also whenever it's like whenever I'm like scrolling through it. Actually, one of the things I've always wanted to do, I've never actually had a chance to do it. My wife thinks I'm crazy for it. I've always wanted to go into a shark tank and just like be in the water with a bunch of sharks doing their thing, right? You know, there's different types of trips you can do for that kind of stuff. Of course, then my wife thinks I'm crazy for wanting to do that, but I think like it's cool. And I think until she'll always send me like videos of like when like Shark Tank dives gone wrong kind of thing. To be like, see, this is what's going to happen if you do that. And I'm like, first of all, those are some lazy. But they don't know proper protocol when it comes to respecting the animals the way they should, right? Just because you throw a bunch of chum out there doesn't mean everything's gonna be going all right. A 1,700 gallon would hold it. That's also true. That's also very true. Yes, that would do it. Dominic could have a freaking nurse shark. He could have a school of sharks. I think that sharks are still called schools, right? I think so. Of Courtney Marie, thanks for coming by the live stream. Hiya, Marie. I sorry. Wait. Ayla, right? Did I pronounce that correctly? Ayla May, thanks for coming by the live stream there. See you there. I'm watching. No. I kid, I joke. I'm just having some fun. We're hanging out. We're talking about fish stuff. We're talking about tanks. We're talking about pumps. We're talking about magnetic brushes. Yeah, look at that. Can't believe it. The quality, the craftsmanship, the unmatched quality. Oh, look at me. Look at that. That's a nice looking brush right there. Am I right? I mean, look at that. Fantastic. It looks so good you'd kiss it, but I don't want to, spread diseases, because that'd be weird. Also, actually, kind of fun thing with this magnetic brush is that the magnet on it is actually like really strong. Too strong for its own good sometimes. For example, like I can show this right here. So one half of it, it's kind of like a Velcro kind of a texture to it right here. We do come with like a plastic scraper or like a little kind of tin scraper right here, depending if you have acrylic glass or tempered glass. If you have tempered glass like we do here with all of our aquariums at Aquadream USA, you can use a nice little sturdy tin scraper right there. But the cool thing about this is that, like, since it's such a sturdy, the magnet on this is silly strong. Like, watch this. Like, I'll do it this way. Actually, it's actually gonna hurt my hand if I do it that way. Hang on. This is death-defying feats on Aquadream USA, showcasing the strength of our magnets and our magnet brushes. You can see right here, like the only thing that's really touching right now is just this little section right here. But if I shake it around a bunch, not budging. That is not moving at all, because this magnet is that strong. Because it needs to go through glass, so it needs to hold on to it rather tightly, right? You don't want to hold on loosely, like the song says. You don't want that. Nestor Vitella, if I pronounced that correctly. Thank you very much for coming on the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. Because at the right time, we're talking about our amazing, fantastic, one-of-a-kind, unmatched, unparalleled magnetic fish tank brushes. You will be missing out on life if you don't have one of these, alright? Trust me on that one. You guys don't understand what you're missing. Especially with a wave maker, my guy. Oh, a wave maker? Trust me, you need one. Especially with the tank, right? Like I said, I've got a video coming out here pretty soon talking about why a wave maker is so nice for your tank. Should have that kind of coming out next week. We should be keeping an eye on our TikTok and social channels as well. We'll be going live, doing our thing, living our best life here at Aquadream USA. Over here. What's up, Jay? I see you there in the chat. Thank you all for the likes coming in. Oh my goodness. The chat is lit. The stream is, no, the chat is chatting. The stream is lit. Fam, no cap. There we go, yeah. See, even not millennial, I know Gen Z slang, alright? It's why I'm the social media manager here. I know what I'm doing when it comes to trying to communicate with the youths. What's up, Marco? Alright, Marco? Yeah, Marco, thanks for coming to the live stream. Appreciate you. Of course, the fact that you guys want to come by at all, I really do appreciate it. Tap like and follow always goes a long way for us guys at our level. Every little bit of support really does matter, so I really do appreciate you guys taking time out of your day. Tapping like, tapping follow, chatting in the chat, like good stuff. Making the live stream process a much easier thing to do, right? Because when you have a live stream chat, or you have a live stream and nobody's chatting, you're like, okay, how do I talk to myself for 3 hours? You know what I mean? A little tricky. Sounds a little insane. And you kind of would be right about that, but I'm a little crazy, so I fit the job just well. I do everything. I can handle it just fine. I'm good with just talking to a phone for 3 hours a day. Of course, I'm talking to you guys, obviously. All you lovely members out there in the chat. I see you out there doing your thing, living your best life. Appreciate you guys all coming by today. So you have things like wave makers, though, right? Like I mentioned earlier, you'll be shocked what they actually do. They make waves. Well, so why would you want waves to be made within your tank? Well, let me tell you. Tanks are notoriously known for not having waves. And so, once you add waves to it, then it has waves. So, keep that in mind. Write that one down so you know next time it comes to thinking about a wave maker, what does it actually do for you? Well, you'll know. You'll know for sure then what it actually does. But in all seriousness, though, there's actually a lot of really great benefits of having something like a wave maker in your tank here. For example, you have this one here. It's kind of slightly angled upwards, where kind of apex of it's kind of right about here. The great thing about it is that since it does create waves, right? Like I mentioned earlier, that it creates a bit of a circulation that happens within the tank, moving that water around, making it so, for one, once you have a bit of a current happening within the tank, actually get something for your fish to swim against, right? Keeping them active, getting that exercise, keeping them healthy. Like I showcased earlier, like our little buddy right here, our little clownfish friend up here. They just like to hang out, like they really just like to hang out like right here, and they're just they swim a bunch. He just kind of like he just vibes up there. That's why he's doing. He's just doing this because he's doing this all day. And he's having his fun, right? We probably will get we'll do a little feeding frenzy later on the stream as well. Gage, thanks for coming by the live stream. So you have that bit of a circulation to help kind of get that water moving, so then fish have something to swim against to keep them healthy and active, right? Another great thing about with the movement of the water, when it comes to, say, a wave maker, what that does then is you have the movement of water swirling around in that tank, right? We're swirling, we're moving, we're grooving, we're, getting into that rhythm over here. Why is that a good thing? Well, since that water is moving, it evens out the temperature of your tank as well. So therefore, there aren't going to be any hot spots or cold spots within the tank, so then your fish have more of a space for them to utilize, right? Because say same kind of thing for us, right? Like for us humans, we're like, if you have a room that gets really hot or a room that gets really cold, you're probably more likely to not really spend time in there, right? Because it's just kind of not really a comfortable environment. Same kind of thing for your little fishies. Since you got the water movement happening right there here, right? That it will create an even dispersion of temperature right there. Make sure they have a nice little comfortable living experience for your little fishies. And talking about comfortable, healthy living experience for your little fishies, since this is angled up a little bit, it creates that motion, which the motion of the water helps alleviate that surface tension, which actually can be a big issue when it comes to how your tanks run or function, or the health of the water within there. Because if there is no movement within the water, right, surface tension can make it so then the gas exchange of going from CO2 can build up in their water and not exchange out through the surface tension of the water right there. And so therefore, making it just like a less healthy environment. So it helps having a wave maker breaks that surface tension, helps out with that gas exchange of CO2 that can build up within your water, getting out of, same kind of thing when it comes to like having oxygen added in. You're getting that, like I said, that exchange, that little melding right there. You know what I mean? Movies, it's the substrate and helps with cleanliness. The cleanliness. Yeah, it's cleanliness. How you say it, right? I'm just, like I said, my brain's at 20% right now. But yeah, I was just getting to that point too. Yeah, is that it helps a lot with cleanliness, as in the sense you have a bunch of water moving around doing its thing. That it makes it so then like debris doesn't build up, right? Or it makes it more difficult for things to kind of settle down, or if it does settle, at least kind of more evenly distributed, rather than just like as soon as it hits the water, it just kind of stays there forever. At least you get that motion going. It helps keep the environment a little healthier there for you as well. So that's my rant about wave makers and why they're so fantastic. Oh my gosh. Can you believe how good this is? I mean, come on. It's almost like you'll be dumb not to have one. I'm just kidding. Of course, it depends on your aquatic needs, right? It also kind of helps out kind of recreate their natural environments, right? Natural habitats for fish. So they are kind of more of a ocean-bearing kind of fish, right? I want to take a quick look at what we have to offer here. So Before I kind of dive into it, you can get a chance to take a look at what the box looks like and stuff like that, so you can kind of see what the visual, obviously, if you want to check that out. It is on our TikTok shop and other locations as well, but the TikTok algorithm will not allow me to say it. But saying here that they have the Wavemaker has a 6-pole DC motor control, which has a smooth kind of dial, which you can showcase to you guys here in a minute here. 6 different flow modes, 9 frequency conversions, self-cleaning, there's a feed mode, and a night mode as well. So let's take a pop open your box. So this is what you'll see. Of course, this will be packaged a little bit nicer than what you're seeing right here. I've just been using this for demonstration sakes for the live stream here, so I kind of just throw it back in the box. But you can see like the controller here looks rather nice. Genuinely a nice little controller there for you if you're curious how it works, right? You can check out your different modes. You can select them right here. You change your speeds, and you can also link them wirelessly with other of the same type of wave makers, and you can adjust the intensity of the wave maker right here as well. But we have ours set up right here just fine, exactly how we want it. I haven't really bothered touching it a whole lot. But yeah, having like a feed mode would be really nice. So then like the food type like circulating, or because sometimes with when I'm feeding the fish here and I have that circulation happen, the food can tend to pile up like right about here, just because like that's how like the water flow is going, right? So, which you'll see a little bit later in the stream when we do our little feeding frenzy when it comes to the stream. But yeah, these wave makers, very, very good, very, 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 very good. It does a great job of making waves within your tank. So, if you're ever curious how to recreate natural environments for your little fishies, this might be the one way to do it. Just saying. Just saying, guys. I'm doing a poor job of reboxing this thing again. Just saying. Put this back in here. But yeah, a lot of great benefits of having a nice little wave maker there for you. Well, also on the topic of oxygen adding to your water, I keep messing up on the word there. Air stones. Fantastic way to break that surface tension, add more oxygen to your water as well. Simple thing is you plug it up with your air pump right there, right? And then boom. Because this rock here is actually a bit of a porous type of surface right here, where the bubbles will kind of come out of the plate itself, creating a nice little bubble effect, as you can probably see on the back of this box right here. Gives you a chance to see exactly what we're looking at here. And this little guy right here does a great job again of making sure that you have a nice little healthy experience, right? So if we're used for a large live fish tank, you're using like say like a fish farm or something like that, like Dominic here with his like apartment-sized tank that he has, and a usable machine, you connect it up to your air pump or blower or something like that, and this will be up and running for you, and you'll have a nice little air stone, creating tiny bubbles in your tank. I was trying to make the who does that song? Tiny bubbles in the champagne. So who does that song? Someone in the chat probably knows, right? It's a very famous like lounge artist. Tiny bubbles. You know what I mean? Do you have something for algae and pH? Oh, so you're talking about like kind of like solutions and stuff like that? If I remember correctly, I don't think so. We do have products that help with buildup of algae to make sure you sanitize your water properly. Things like protein skimmers. You have different types of pumps. They have a whole like some filtration system with filter media and stuff like that as well. But if you're looking more for kind of like a solution to kind of add to the water, if I remember correctly, I don't think we have stuff like that. But let me look it up real quick here so I can make sure I'm not giving you guys any false information, at least from my experience the last 2 weeks of working here. That's what I've been seeing so far. Like, what's it called again? So typing like pH or algae. Because I think because all the stuff that we sell is more hardware based, right? Kind of more stuff around, nothing coming up for algae when I do a search result or something like that. But we do have like I said, we have filters, we have pumps, we have filter media and things like that, which will help against any kind of buildup of that kind of stuff. Like a UV filter. Oh, yes, we do. Yes. I'll show you right here, actually. We have a UV sanitizer right here. No, I'm not kidding. This thing is huge. So if you're looking for something like this, it's great for like a koi pond. You know? Right, is this, yeah, there. This is the UV sanitizer right here. Big. This is the sanitizer she tells you not to worry about. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got crazy stuff like this. But we have like 3 different variations of this as well on our website, or 3 or 4 if I can't remember exactly. So it kind of depends on what size would fit best for you. If you're a koi pond owner and something with a large scale operation going on, something like this could definitely help out a lot when it comes to the sanitization of different types of things that help fight like UV or fight against like algae growth and things like that. Blast it up with some UV light. You'll be having a nice clean koi pond, or just clean pond in general, I should say. You don't even need koi. It's just a common thing you put in the ponds, you know. Yeah. So stuff like that. We also have like these drum filters over here as well. And pull this off the shelf. Right here. Oh, almost lost our stack. There we go. We also have this drum filter. Oops, I hit the mic right there. We do have this drum filter as well, which heavy duty stuff, again, great for ponds or large scale operations you got going on right here. This is kind of like the circuit box right here. Wait, listen to the click. Listen to the click right here. It's so satisfying. Oh my gosh. When I first found out that button, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be a fidget right there for me. You can see we can lift up the top of this right here to get an idea of what the drum filter looks like as well. Right inside there. We do have larger scale ones of these, and a lot of different variations of these different types of drum filters. Basically, you know, the water shoots into this mesh net right here, and then any kind of debris will get filtered through that, and then will get put through back into here from this little port right here. The water will flow right out. You have nice clean water for your setup right there. So another different type of filtration device right there to help out when it comes to having nice clean water for you. The water. Actually, I could really go for some water right now, actually. I'm feeling a bit dry. But the show must go on. I can't leave you guys behind. So I'm going to try to reorganize this a little bit. Almost knocked everything off. But yeah, stuff like that. Stuff like that around. We got that laying around out here in the warehouse. Like I said, like on the other side of this wall is where our warehouse is located. Is where our warehouse is on the other side of this wall. You have all the stuff that you need. And we will have a Q&A video coming out on YouTube coming out very soon. So you should be able to check it out. We will have those also cut up into various short form videos for each question. But it should be like a nice little 5-minute long video just answering your questions about, you know, aquarium owning, our products in general and things like that as well. So if you guys want to keep up to date with that, make sure to give us a follow. That's the best way to know when that stuff goes live. That's just what you got to do. There's no other way around it. I mean, unless you want to pray to the fish talk gods, the content will eventually make it to you. And if it goes viral, then I'm doing something right, you know? But yeah. I really wanted to do something with, I don't know if you guys saw this recent meme trend that was going on right now. It was hot for about a week, where like this one guy on like Twitter got like 300 million views on this video. It just showcased like his daily routine of like waking up at 3:45 in the morning, like takes like this duct tape off his face, like dunks his face in the water. I was like, do I go that far and like dunk my face into the tank right here? And I'm like, is it worth it? Let me work it. Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it. You know what I mean? But I was like, yeah, maybe not. It would be kind of funny though. It would be kind of funny. If you buy 20 aquariums off of the TikTok shop, I will dunk my head into this tank. I'll do that. How about that for you guys? If we start moving some products through the TikTok shop, then yes, I will dunk my head. I will go full submerge. I will swim with the fish for a good second. I'm not sure how healthy that would be. I have a feeling that'd be a really unhealthy thing to do. Because even though the fish, you know, are enjoying the environment, it's healthy for them, but like, I wonder if like any kind of bacteria, if I did like dunk my face into the water, would like bacteria get like caught in my ears or my eyes or something like that, and then like, I don't know, I like lose my face. I don't know. We just reached 10K likes on the stream, by the way. What's up, you guys? Oh my goodness. Appreciate the support there. Thank you very much. But yeah, we are Aquadream USA. As you can tell right up here. We sell this, and all of that, and this, and all the stuff right over here. I was just showing you again. Like literally everything you need to get a pond or an aquarium up and running, we got you covered here. Like I said, just check out our TikTok shop if you guys want to know more about what we do here when it comes to Aquadream USA. You can find us online there. But yeah, so yeah, we can talk a little bit. Maybe go into a little bit like how this tank is put together and all that kind of stuff, right? Good luck. Yeah, I put it out there. If I sell 20 tanks through the TikTok shop, I will dunk my head in this water. And we'll record it, and we'll go viral, and then I'll become internet famous, right? I'll be the next Hawk Tua. It'll just be the bro Tua or something. I don't know. No, probably would not be worth it. But it would be kind of funny though. Because I'm trying to figure out like what kind of outrageous, wild, eye-catching things can I do while stuck in this room, right? I'm in this room for 8 hours a day. I'm trying to figure out ways to make it entertaining. Well, how many things can I talk about? What can I do? Now, one thing I should do, or one thing we really need to do, we need to do some lightsaber battles with these things. I mean, how have we not shot that yet? I mean, come on. I can set this mine the blue. Someone else will set theirs the red or something like that, and we just be, vroom, 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 you know? I mean, come on. How have we not done that yet? And be like, here at Aquadream, we're cutting the competition down in half. And then like, I'll stand like on top of like a crate and be like, it's too late. I have the high ground. And the person down below, like, I hate you. Anyone who's a Revenge of the Sith fan will definitely know that reference for sure. But yeah, how have we not done any kind of Star Wars stuff with this, right? Come on. Just absolutely, that needs to happen. I need to write that. That's an idea right there. Not exactly anything about the product. I guess kind of, right? It has our product and we'll showcase the different kind of colors we can do with it. That actually would be kind of funny. I actually would have a lot of fun with that. But that's because I'm a Star Wars nerd, so that's also that's what that appeals to me. So I'm curious if I'd be making the video more for myself or making the video for you guys, right? Because that's the main thing when it comes to content creation, social media. Like you always gotta think consumer first, person first. What does this person that I'm trying to showcase content to want to see, right? Not trying to make stuff for myself to post, which, I mean, a lot of times, like, if you make something that you really enjoy, I guarantee there's someone else out there online that will really enjoy it as well. They find enjoyment out of it, then they'll share it around and all that kind of stuff. So, it does come from a little bit of honest place, right, to start out with that kind of stuff, right? But, so the main thing also, I think, with social media is, like, you guys gotta have fun. Hang out, have fun, chat with real people, do real things, you know? Don't get caught up in all the AI nonsense, right? Even though AI can be definitely a great assistance when it comes to that kind of stuff, but it can't replace people. Because that's the whole point of social media. We're here to find other people, like-minded people that like similar things that we like, right? Why do you think YouTube's so popular? You know, there's a YouTube channel for everything nowadays, right? Let's see. Kennedy, if I pronounce that correctly. Thanks for coming to the live stream. Appreciate you there. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I think I would just have to try to recreate, like, well, if I did just like a line-for-line recreation of freaking the Revenge of the Sith scene where Obi-Wan says, I have the high ground, utilizing these lights right here, right? Just zoom, zoom, zoom. I'm pretty sure you can change the colors on these as well. Yeah, these are the kind of lights that you do get with our freshwater aquariums, though. They'll lay it kind of right across the top. Our freshwater aquariums are built a little different, right? They have like acrylic glass, or not acrylic glass, tempered glass, at the top of it, which has like a suction cups that kind of hold the light in place, right? And you just kind of plop it right on top of the glass and it just kind of sits up there big. Of course, you can, so it gives you a chance to kind of move it around however you see fit, right? Just zoom, zoom. It's too late, Anakin. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. Yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd. But anyway. Sometimes hey, nerds are cool now, right? I remember back in high school, being like, being made fun of how much I like video games, how much I like Star Wars and sci-fi and stuff like that. You know, go through all football nerd kind of stuff. And then now, Marvel, Star Wars is everywhere. Being a nerd's a cool thing now. Video games are the most popular piece of entertainment out there now. Being a nerd's cool now. So there you go. Get smart. Get yourself some nerdness in yourself, and you'll be having more fun with your life for sure. Be a nerd. Join us. We're strong when we're online as our characters. Skrunk, thanks for coming by the live stream there. See it. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to stop by and say hello. Or more just kind of doom scroll by. I appreciate you. I think one thing let's do a little feed frenzy. Right? Let's get these guys a little something to chomp on, right? These guys are getting a little hungry. I'm getting hungry, but actually I'm not really hungry. I'm more thirsty rather than anything. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta give the people what they want. They want more Aquadream. We gotta give it to them. You know. You can't just. There's no Aquadream happening if you don't do it, right? Exactly, right? Let me rotate you guys a little bit more this way here. Yeah, there are 3 different live streams trying to manage all at the same time here. Let me just come down to my level here, guys, which is, you know, stuff like that. There we go. Hopefully, we're situated properly here for you guys online. Rotate this a little bit more this way. There we go. That looks good. That looks good right there, too, on the Taker Talks. Let's move the algae scraper out of the way here. Good as feeding time, boys and grills. Let's get some snacks. Yesterday, our clownfish was loving the fish flakes. Oh my gosh. That fish was in heaven. Loving the flakes. I was like, oh yeah, see? I swear to God, they recognize the packaging. Look at this guy. Coming out here, trying to get in front of the live stream. Look at him. Look at this guy. He's like trying to get some screen time. He's like, I see the bag. Yeah, there it is. That's what you're looking at. Yeah. He knows what's up. We'll give him a little dash up here. A little. There we go. Ooh, a little bit too much. That turned out alright. That'll be alright. Here they go. Now they're getting great. Now they're getting excited about it. Jack over here is like, I don't see any of my little food pellets that I like. Excuse me. Please give me some food pellets. It's what I want. Okay, I'll get you some food pellets as well, Jack. So picky. Look at this guy. Then we have like these little koi pellets. That's the only other kind of food that we have right here, right now. It's a little too big for some of the fish here. I put way too much food up there, but oh well. They like the flakes. They'll eat them. Or at least they'll get filtered out. Alright, you want some more of this, Jack? Yeah? You want some of that? Yeah, look at it. He's like, he knows what's up. He's like, I'm getting ready. Let's do this. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get a couple of pellets to kind of drop down here. Kind of like that right there. Should be good. There he goes. He's like, that's my food. That's what I'm looking for. There you go. A chomp. A chomp. A chomp. Yeah, I definitely put way too many flakes, but it's all good. The clownfish will be very happy about the flake situation, though. And also some of the smaller fish too. Like we got Huggy, we got little Rocket as well. Little pretty sure the flakes, like when they kind of get saturated with enough water, they'll float down. They'll get some snacks in there as well. There you go. It's funny, I can hear like a little click. Like every time like the jack goes up and goes, click. And he gets the food. Try to see if I can, hope I'm not blocking too much of the shot here. I definitely do know that on TikTok it does detect if someone is in front of the camera, because if they're not, issues can arise. Actually, let me double check something real quick. Oh no! Almost dropped you guys over here on YouTube. Whew. That could have been bad news. I was just double checking to make sure everything's looking good here on the TikToks, and it is. There we go. Yeah. It's feeding time, boys. Get your snacks. There you go. They're having fun. They're enjoying it. It's the feeding frenzy time. But yeah, that's also the kind of thing, like even if you do overfeed them, like I definitely did with the flakes. It's kind of like, I was like, it was one of the things where you kind of like delicately pour and then just all of it come out at once kind of thing. It was kind of like that. That's kind of what happened with that situation. These little guys are very happy with the food situation though. There you go, Dory. Get a little snack right there. George getting a piece. Everyone's going wild. It's like Thanksgiving for them right now. Frank Corton Caper, that's a heck of a last name right there. Corton Camper, if I pronounce that correctly. I think we're coming to the live stream. If I mispronounce it, let me know, because I want to see how you actually supposed to pronounce that, you know? Which, by the way, should be streamed for like another hour, and then we'll call it good for the stream, and then we'll start our weekend out right. Oh, there we go, snack in there all over. Yeah, enjoy it. Dory, you getting a piece? Yeah, they're having fun. They're having fun. We're enjoying this. If you guys just joined the stream, we just fed the fishies here. They're in the time of their life. They're just balling out over here. It's like Thanksgiving dinner for them right now. I kind of overfed them a little bit. So every time I hear like a little click, I'm like, oh, they went up and grabbed some more food. Al Epps, thanks for coming to the live stream there. Appreciate you. Cool tank, bro. Thank you. Appreciate the compliment there. This is our Aquadream tank here at Aquadream. You can check it out. We have this tank actually available. It should be available on our TikTok shop right now if you want to check it out. And of course, if you have any questions, I'm more than willing to answer them for you. Patrick Cashin, 89. Thanks for coming by the live stream here. But yeah, that's like I believe it's like our 145 gallon tank, if I remember correctly, the gallon size of it. Comes with a pre-built, like some filtration system. Comes with everything you need with it as well, like protein skimmer, water pumps, like I said, the filtration system itself, filter media, literally everything you need to get going day one with your tank. Comes with our aquariums here. Or if you want to just buy a piece individually, you can do that as well. You can buy a protein skimmer by itself. You can pick up just the bottom half or just the top half of the tank if you want to do that too. Whatever your preferences are, we got you covered here at Aquadream. Aquadream! Is our mic running? Cool, yeah, we're still good. This mic tends to die a lot during the live stream, so if you guys can't hear me, feel free to let me know in the chat, or if the sound randomly just kind of cuts out, like, hey, Kevin, you're bad at live streaming. I'm like, I know. But just be nice to me, okay, guys? Justine Angel. Oh, I could go by the live stream. But yeah, we're Aquadream USA. Also, let you know that we do have a deal going on right now on that. If you get your first order, if you sign up with your email with us, you do get a 5% discount when it comes to your very first purchase with Aquadream. It doesn't really apply to the TikTok shop, but the other shops that TikTok will not allow me to mention because it recognizes your voice audio and will put violations on your account if I say other shops besides TikTok shop. But I'm sure you can, if you type in Aquadream USA, you probably would be able to find what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? But, yeah, you can get a 5% discount off your very first purchase with Aquadream. It might not seem like a lot, right? Because 5%, like whatever, 5%. But if you get like an aquarium for your very first purchase, then you get some good savings there. Because I guess like this, our aquariums are like a pretty nice build aquariums, right? They're much more like an enthusiast build, I would say. Like if you're much more like, I love fish, I love tanks, I love fish in tanks. And then you're like, okay, how do I upgrade my life here? I got this little bowl, but I want a tank. And that's where you come in to see us over here. Like I think our smallest one that we have right now is 40 gallons for a reef aquarium as well as a freshwater aquarium as well. And with those, it goes all the way up to, when it comes to our largest tanks, I think our largest freshwater is about 500 gallons, and our largest reef aquarium, I believe, goes up to 250 if I remember correctly, something like that. Again, it's all in our shop. It's all in our TikTok shop, so if you guys want to check that out, please so do. It also makes me look like I know what I'm doing with my job. Makes me look good in front of the boss, right? Same kind of thing with like every like, helps out a ton. Every follow helps us out a ton, especially at our level. Getting a chance to, have you guys engage with us really does go a long way. So I really do appreciate that. But yeah, Addie, I see you there. Thanks for coming by the live stream. We're kind of hanging out. We just fed the fish, letting them do their thing. Talking about Aquadream with our tanks here. Aquadream right here, as you can tell. We did have a video just go live today talking about naming conventions for fish. So I'm curious if you guys out there, do you guys out there in the chat, do you name your fish at all? Talked about that earlier in the chat with Lee. He was mentioning about how he had like this oh gosh, what do you call it? Like a spotted molly, I think is what they called it, and he called it Moo because it looks like a little cow, right? Alana, thanks for coming by. I was like, that's adorable. I just had a video go live today talking about all the different fish, the name conventions that we have for our fish as well. There is one fish that currently doesn't have a name. And if you guys want to give suggestions, I say go check out that video that just got uploaded on our pages here to see what the name of the last fish in the video will be named. Because I think I want to leave it up to the people. Yeah, we did have this little blue guy right here. He was named earlier by our previous live stream. Somebody named him Huggy. I'm like, I like that name. Huggy's a good name for a fish. He's an adorable little critter. He's a little guy just swimming. He's a swimmer. Things like that. Jose Martinez, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing fantastic. Getting that Friday going. It's Friday vibes today. What are you guys all doing for a Friday? Besides watching the most important fish tank live stream on TikTok, obviously, that's step one. But that's how, it's a great way to start the week, but it's not a great way to do the whole week, right? For me, I think we're gonna go on a little bit of a little coffee date tomorrow with the wife. Probably end up doing some more help around the house. We do have some family members flying in next week, doing their thing, so make sure to give them all the attention that they need. Make sure our house looks nice and clean, like we know what we're doing. But yeah. H, welcome back to the stream. I see you there. I remember you. What did we talk about last time? I can't remember. I was gonna say it's something rememberable, but if it was something rememberable, I would have remembered it. But I do remember we had a lengthy conversation here on TikTok about something a while ago. I can't remember exactly what it was. Maybe it was music or something. Name it. Your name is just H, which is a great song by Tool. Song title H. Fantastic song. If you don't know about H, I highly suggest checking out the song. It's made for you. It's named after you. You know. Great. Thanks for coming to the live stream here. But yeah, we also talk about a little bit about our tank here as well while we're at it, right? All right. There we go. So let's take a look at like what this tank has to offer for us, right? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to spook you there, George. Oh, we got some snacks going on over here. I'm trading some snacks around. I see you there. Just swimming in circles like. But hey, with our aquariums, guys, here at Aquadream, it's a convenient way to get an aquarium because it is an all-in-one system. Make sure my mic is still working. Okay, good. So if you guys see, thanks for going to the live stream. What comes with this tank is an all-in-one system. It's well designed specifically to support coral reefs and coral reef saltwater aquarium systems, but it also can be used for freshwater. So it might look like a bit of a salty environment in here, but you can also use freshwater when it comes to these aquariums. Up to your preference, really, right? It's also saying the rimless and frameless design of the tank offers a modern and sleek look that will look great in anyone's living situation. Of course it would. Why would we make a tank that looked bad? That would be bad business. We make tanks that look good because people want like good looking tanks. So we make good looking tanks. Simple as that, right? This simple looking thing is that's also the tank is also wide enough to allow you to have plenty of options for aquascaping as well. Like you see, we have some coral rocks kind of stacked in there with some different type of rocks on the bottom right here, some kind of sandy bottom right here for them as well. Also comes with a sun filtration system. It has multiple compartments for various uses, helping you take care of your aquarium system in a way that's optimal just for you. Because we're nice like that. All things possible. What lights are you using? Oh yes, these are the lights that come with the aquarium here. I can't remember exactly what the name is, but they are on our TikTok shop. If you're curious, want to know a little bit about them. The cool thing about it is that they are adjustable, so you can adjust the height of it, you can adjust the reach, and also even the angle of the light as well when it comes to these right here. And you can also change the color of them to be whatever kind of color you prefer. But the standard, I think it's RGB color system, I think they utilize in that, if I remember correctly. It does come with a little controller, so you can change the light intensity. You can have different functionalities of like day-night cycles or something like that. Or if you want to cycle through a bunch of different types of colors, you can do that as well. A lot of different varieties of things you can do when it comes to having with our light systems here. Let's see. I mean, I'm assuming it's just called like an Aquadream light, but let me just look it up real quick on our website here on my phone. Well, I got you here, light. And it'll say a Coral Reef LED aquarium light, the 90 watts. And it's programmable as well. As you can see, there's kind of like another angle of it right there if you guys want to see what it looks like on there. But of course, it is in our TikTok shop. If you guys want to check out our shop, please go do so. It does a great job of letting you know that there are awesome things to be found in that little box down below in the TikTok shop. Just saying, there's stuff out there. Let's see if we can pull up the information here. It does have one 5-star review by Christina here. I'm just saying, it's a 5-star quality product. Of course, why wouldn't it be? It's from Aquadream, right? She said, "Oh my, I tried this and it helped my tank light up. And it was very cool design it had on the water when the light was reflecting on it. So in my opinion, it's better than any other LED lights for tanks. Straight and simple to the point. Can't go wrong with that." Now, it does come with our tanks do come with one, at least like these are for our reef lights. We do have lights that come with our freshwater tanks that are much more like a full rod. Let me showcase that to you. I brought it up earlier. These are the different types of tank. This is the type of lighting that you can get with our freshwater tanks here. Again, just another LED light system that comes with its own kind of customizations and things like that. I have AI blades on my 40-gallon and AI 16 prime on my Nano 14-gallon. Nice. Yeah, so our lights here are much more for like like a 40-gallon tank. It's kind of our smallest tank, so we have stuff designed for that as well. But yeah, 40 gallons is about the smallest, is that smallest one that we do here. Make sure I pull up all the information to make sure I get you everything that you need to know. There's 14 different presets that are beginner friendly with our coral reef lights here. So preset modes available through the mobile app allow anyone with from beginner to hobbyist to expert reefer and dude, I'm tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. I was up last night playing the new Call of Duty update. I got very tired. We also have a cooling fan system with our lights as well, right? Because obviously a byproduct of light is heat. So you need to make sure you maintain that properly, especially with the lights. These lights are pretty much running all day long, right? So you need to find a way to properly exchange that heat, right? And so that's one way to improve that situation there. Of course, if you have any other questions about our lights, feel free to get and check out our TikTok shop right there for any chance you want to get a chance to look at more of that kind of stuff. Of course, if you guys want to stop by and hang out, I really do appreciate it. Like Allison Affendy, thank you very much for coming by the live stream. But yeah, Nathan, thanks for coming by the live stream as well. Appreciate you. Ray, I see you there. Shout outs to Ray coming into the chat. Appreciate you. You get the wand of approval, the light wand of approval. Mics are still on. Okay, good. I had to constantly keep checking because this mic in particular likes to die often. Booty Cassie. That's a fantastic name there. You got a wand of approval. And what size tank is that beside you? This is our 145-gallon reef tank. We do have a lot of different varieties. Again, like I said, check out the shop, check out the TikTok shop if you want to see exactly which one fits best. But I think our smallest one we have is 50 gallons. I think our largest one is 250 gallons when it comes to our reef tanks. What kind of setup do you have over there, all things possible, when it comes to your tanks? And you say you have a 40-gallon and a 14-gallon. Like, what do you have? Like, what kind of fish do you have in there? What kind of animals do you like to have in your tanks? We have a nice little variety of fish in here. We have a clownfish. We got some blue tangs. I believe a gar, I believe is what it's called, right? Someone said that at least earlier in the chat. Xavier, thanks for the live stream. Yeah, also with our tanks, they're also like an all-in-one system, right? So you buy into one of our tanks, you get everything you need to get that tank up and running day one, right? So you get like the protein skimmer, some filtration system, some water pumps as well, the necessary tubing, some filter media, things like that. All comes with the bottom half of the tank right here, so you can get going right away. Pow pow Chamako. What? How do I pronounce that name? Yeah, we have a lot of different varieties of tanks. You can see, like, actually right behind you over here on the TikTok side of things. If I can rotate this around a little bit. This is one of our freshwater tanks right here, as you can see, right there. I can't look at this for on too long because TikTok will get mad at me saying there's no one actually behind the camera, but there is. But yeah, that's also kind of a cool thing about our tanks as well, that they all generally function about the same. The only difference really is going to be in the size of it, like how many gallons you want, and also the coloring of it. Maybe this one is our matte gray for all of our reef tanks. We have like a all white, all black, and gray. 3 different types of tanks there. But when it comes to our freshwater tanks, I mean, there's a lot of different types of styles that we have. Like, honestly, it's one of those things, like, just scroll through our TikTok shop and get a chance to really see what's out there when it comes to lovely aquariums for you to check out. From high quality, lovely aquariums, premium built, tempered glass, German silica technology. All the fantastic things. 99% light transmittance. Let me tell you, you'll never come across a tank as good as this. Oh my gosh, look at this. Just look how good this tank is. How could you not fall in love with this tank? I'm enjoying just sitting by it right now. I can feel the energy coming off, and I'm just being so enthusiastically enjoying this right now. But for real though, it's actually kind of nice to have a tank like this in my office here at Aquadream. So every time I come back to the office, I'm like, oh, that's a nice fish, you know. Just that nice little aesthetic there, you know. Livy, as I pronounce it, thanks for coming by. Lucy Van Pelt, you get the wand of approval. Just because it's a solid name right there. A solid Van Pelt. I don't know, I'm tired. We got a ways to go. We got probably another 30 minutes or so on the live stream here, guys. So, guys, if you are new, make sure you tap like, tap follow. Helps us out a ton. And also make sure that the people of the TikTok algorithm gods know exactly what we're doing here, and that people like what we do here. You know, so more than appreciated. Of course, in fact, you guys come by at all and just hang out and chat and tap like and stuff like that. More than appreciated. The lurkers, shout out to the lurkers. You get the wand of approval. Right there as well. All things possible. Thank you much for the like. Appreciate that. The wand of double approval. Wow. I've been trying to think if I want to get like a little fish mascot for the social channels here. You know, like how like Duolingo has the owl. I want to get like a little like Dollar Tree like stuffed fish or something like that, and that could be like our little mascot guy. Just be like, I'm Fishy the Fish, and I'm here to talk to you about aquariums because I like living in them because they're so fantastic. I don't know. Got off the top of my head, like I said, I'm tired. I'm going crazy over here. Oh, we're gonna get a snack there, George. There you go. Back to his little corner. Yep. What's up, 25? Thanks for going to the live stream there. You get 25 wands of proof. No, I was kidding. I wonder if I should do like those like NPC live streams for the fish tanks right here, you know? Well, if I'm just like in front of like the live stream, just like waiting for people to like spend their gifts or whatever they get from TikTok, right? I'm just kind of here like, fish tanks, am I right? That would just be that'd be me fully losing my mind though if that actually happened. Ivory, thanks for coming by the live stream. Appreciate you. But yeah, another day, another aquatic day, living in aquatic life here over at Aquadream. Again, the guys appreciate you guys all come by live stream, tap and like and all that good stuff. Really does go a long way. So I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you all so very, very much. Very nice of you all. Destiny, thanks for coming by the live stream. Excellent video game, by the way, Destiny. Played that a ton. I've kind of fallen out of it a little bit though, but it's still a solid game. Or is this Destiny, the Twitch streamer here? In that case, I'm like, oh, things about to get spicy in the chat. We're gonna have hot political topic. Oh, there we go. We got some snack battles going on over here. Look at this. George is like taking bites and then like spinning it back out to then bite it again. And all the fish are like, oh, can I get a little snack there? And George is like, no, it's mine. The Nano 14 gallon just has coral mostly, some softies. Gotcha. No fishies or anything? No little animals that kind of swim and enjoy that coral? Not even a beta? No, I'm just kidding. You do you, boo-boo. You live your life. Morgan Green, thanks for coming to the live stream. Appreciate you. We got a nice little vibe check with the fishies here. Just hanging out, having a good time. Doing some fish stuff. Some fish things and some fishy animals. Look at you. Yeah, you get that snack. TT, thanks for going to the live stream. I'll see you there. Microphones are working. Yeah, we're good there as well. Okay, guys, if my info and microphones die, feel free to let me know in the chat. Because this microphone in particular likes to die right around the 3-hour mark. Single? No, I'm taken. Sorry, TT. I don't mean to let you down there. uh, you can buy this tank singularly, though, if you'd prefer to do that. That's one way. That's one kind of single. We have this single tank right here that you can pick up from the TikTok shop. So there is that. Okay, King, have a good night. Really, TT? He's gonna come in here like that and just come in like, hey, you hot, like you single, and then just leave. Come on. How could you do this to me? Are you even a real person, TT? We're gonna creep on your account right now. TTS.cu. Oh my God, you have who is that person? I've seen. Oh God, who is that actress? Coolidge, right? Is her name? She was like an American Pie or something like that. She was like Stifler's mom. Oh. Hilarious stuff. Actually kind of curious to see how our new video is currently performing right now. Hey, not too bad for being live for about 6 hours right there. Okay, just shy of 400 views on that. I like that. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the support on that. Do you have any comments on it by any chance? That'd be cool. No, oh yeah, we do have one reply. Look at us go. Brian Carlson said on a reply in that video talking about the naming convention of fish, and asking how people name their fish. Brian Carlson left a comment saying, "Purple Tang is Freckles. Six lane, if I pronounce it correctly, is Sharpie. Sure, Sharpie. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to see what I can see what a purple tang looks like, but what does a 6 line? Pronounce that correctly? A 6 line wars? Ah, look at that. That is a very interesting looking fish. Look at that. That's a Brian. Very colorful. It has a spot on the back of its tail, right? To kind of mimic like another eye so it confuses animals. That's cool. Troopa, thanks for coming to the live stream. At Hot Beta Shop. I'm assuming that you saw betas at your shop, huh? How many betas do you have there at that point then? We don't have any betas in here, but from what I remember correctly, the betas don't really get along very well with the other fish, if I remember correctly. Though I have seen betas in the same tank before, so maybe my idea of like how aggressive territorial that they are is just all in my mind. Or is it like if you get like only like female beta fish, then you can put them together or something like that? What's up, Ava? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Let's see, can beta fish be in the same tank? Generally, no. You should not put multiple male beta fish in the same tank, as they are territorial and will fight, potentially leading to injury or death. Scary stuff. However, female beta fish can sometimes be kept together in a sorority. Dude, what's up with the naming conventions for animal groups? Seriously. We just went on a tangent about that earlier in the stream as well. Like we found out like a group of crows. It's called unkindness. Like what? Like what did the crow do to you, man? Come on. Provided the tank is large enough to have ample hiding places. So yeah. Male betta fish, no. Female betta fish, yeah, you can get by with that. But of course, never attempt to put two male betta fish in the same tank, yeah. That's crazy, just like how territorial, like, for how like flamboyant those fish are. Like they're just like such a beautiful tropical fish to be that territorial. That was like, I will eat you because you're in my tank with me. And it's like, whoa, dude, chill, bruh. You know what I mean? Come on, can we all get along? I think we can. But you never know. So I see this one live stream kind of popping out through the Coral Fam. What are they doing over here? I feel like they're doing like some kind of coral maintenance or something. Interesting. Cool to see. Interesting stuff. Liu or Leah, Leah, right? UH sound. Leah, is that Leah or the Liu or Liu? Trying to figure out how to pronounce the name properly, you know. Yeah, again, guys, if you guys are unaware, we are Aquadream USA. You can check us out here on our TikTok shop. We have a bunch of different types of bits of hardware and tanks stuff you guys will definitely appreciate. If you're looking for a tank, we got you covered. You're looking for a protein skimmer, got you covered. You're looking for a wave maker, got you covered. If you're looking for a different type of pump, we have like 5 different types of pumps to pump water. So keep that in mind as well. We got you covered. How about a magnetic brush like this one right here? Yeah, like this one. Look, this guy right here. Got you covered. So I'm just saying, a lot of different things you can do. I think the fish actually ate either the little fish flakes got filtered out of the water already, or these fish were very hungry. It could be one of those two, honestly. What's up, you guys? Whew. Jim, thanks for coming to the live stream. I see you there. Thank you for the scroll. Congratulations, you're on the right side of fish talk. Hashtag fish talk. And guess what I'm doing about fish stuff? Ratch, I guess maybe that's the way to pronounce it. Thanks for coming by. I see you there. We're talking about aquariums, Aquadream, all the good stuff, you know. All the good stuff. But yeah. You'll probably get back into talking more about the aquariums and all that kind of stuff, right? More about what we offer here at Aquadream USA. And move you guys back a little bit. Move you also back here. And also right here as well. Move you guys back a little bit. There we go. Hopefully everything's looking fine over there. So we can get into talking a little bit about what these aquariums are, what they offer. Actually, we spent a lot of time talking about the reef aquarium. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this stuff over here. We got a lot of stuff to talk about over here. I mean, I've talked about it already multiple times over, but it's just a new angle, showcase stuff, things, you know. That's the most important thing about it when it comes to this stuff. It's just, you know, keeping it fresh, some kind of capacity here. So, like, for example, we can take a look at, like, this aquarium right here. This is one of our freshwater aquariums right here. Am I getting cut off? My head getting cut off right there in this shot? Looks like it. Yeah, let me raise you guys up a little bit here as well. Something like that. That should be pretty good for you guys right there. And also my friends over here on Facebook. Up you go. Hopefully that worked out for you guys. There we go. Now we're definitely in the shot. Now we're doing great. And there. All right, there we go. So yeah, we have this aquarium here. We showed you guys enough of the reef aquarium. I can show you guys some of this freshwater aquarium. The important thing to keep in mind when it comes to this freshwater aquarium is that it's going to be functionally the same no matter what kind of aquarium you pick up from the freshwater stuff. The main differences are going to be the size and the color and everything else in between there, right? So keep that in mind. Actually, I need a picture of the angle so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about here. Yes, I do have an aquarium. I do have this aquarium. I'm not lying. No fibbies here. Real stuff. So the same kind of thing like I talked about with like the reef aquarium, similar type of build, right? You have a nice sturdy aluminum frame here to keep it high quality and together for you guys right there. Same type of tempered glass right here as well. Making sure that you have a nice high quality glass. Because I mean, obviously, the thing with an aquarium, it's like you need to have a really good high quality glass so you can observe things properly. Make sure my microphone's still working. Good, then we're on track there. But if you have low quality glass, then it's not going to be that enjoyable of an experience to have the tank, right? So for example, like acrylic glass or something like that, it can scratch really easy. It's not very durable. This is like a nice high quality glass. It's tempered glass, bonded with a German silica technology for extra protection against any kind of like scratches, erosion, acidity within the water, or anything like that. Yeah, no worries right there. General lifespan is about 20 years when it comes to this glass as well to maintain its like high quality. But of course, if you maintain it well, honestly, it can just last forever with that because it's such a sturdy, high quality glass, right? And like I've been saying earlier, right? Like with all of our aquariums, they say they all function about the same, all similar type of parts. So once you figure out how to put one of these tanks together, you know how to put them all together, kind of thing. And also that, like I said, they all function the same. So the only differences are going to be the size and the color of the tank right here. And if I open this up, you can kind of get an idea of what we're looking at here. Inside the tank, you can see there's a built-in filtration system for the sump filtration system down below here. It comes with everything you need to get up and running day one when it comes to owning your aquarium. All that good stuff. You better believe it. Also, like I said earlier, with the lighting system, it's a little different with these. You have like a bit of a light rod. That light rod right here that will come with your aquarium. And basically, you guys can't see it right now just because like of how the angle of the camera's here, but they have some glass panels sitting on top of this as well. Make sure you don't have any debris falling or anything like that, right? And also, you have different crossbars of glass which you use for suction cups, which kind of hold this light in place. So it gives you the customization to kind of place it like forward or more back in the tank, whatever just looks best for it, you know. Like I said, there's an app along with the light as well, so you can change the lighting, you can change the functionality of it, and all that kind of stuff, right? Have it to just fantastic lighting to make sure you have it set up exactly fits you the best, right? Of course. Let's see over there. That Lana, let's see that in the chat. Thanks for coming by the live stream. Appreciate you. But yeah, like everything that you need to get up and running day one comes with the tanks here. Or if you just want the top half, you just really want just like the top half of the tank right here, that's something we can do for you guys. Or if you want just the bottom half, you can do that. Or if you want to mix and match, go crazy. I don't know, you do you, boo boo, that kind of stuff. But I'm saying that we can make any kind of accommodations necessary for you guys to get excited and jump in and start enjoying the wonderful hobby of owning an aquarium. Aquatics, hashtag fish talk, living that best fish life for you guys, trying to help you guys out there. Eric, thanks for coming by the live stream. Hope you're having a great day. I like the little fish hook in your name right there. So yeah, you're definitely on the right side of TikTok, getting caught in the hashtag fish talk. Hashtags all day, every day. What else? J&N Aquatics. Thanks so much for coming by the live stream. Hope you're doing great. How's your day going? It's Friday. Guys, it's time to party. It's a Friday. Yeah, guys got any plans going on for the whole weekend? For me, probably mostly spent just cleaning up my house, making it look nice for when we have some in-laws coming in. But all that other kind of stuff, What's up, Josh? I see you there in the chat. Thanks for coming by. But yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot of different things, a lot of different stuff we can get into when it comes to owning a fantastic aquarium such as this one. I mean, my gosh, look at this. It's white and gold. It looks royal. It looks amazing, fantastic. The vibes definitely check. I mean, come on. How could you not want this? I want it. I just can't carry it. That's the great thing about it too. So with the delivery of it, that it gets shipped to you guys within 3 to 7 business days when it comes to shipping. Free shipping within the continuous United States. So the lower 48 is what they refer to it as, right? So people out in Alaska or Hawaii, sorry about the lack of free shipping, but I'm sure you're kind of used to that now at this point if you live out those kind of areas, right? But this aquarium is a fantastic build. Again, we have a lot of different type of varieties of colors and sizes when it comes to these types of aquariums. We have like all black or all white, or if you want like a black with like a rosewood trim, or I mean, gosh, yeah, honestly, just check out our TikTok shop, honestly, if you want to see what kind of colors you have. The main thing is kind of going like, okay, I like the size, I like the glass, the general aesthetic of it. And then if you want like, well, but what else do they offer? Well, just give us a little scroll and you can see what else we have to offer when it comes to all its goodies that we have for TikTok shop. A lot of fun stuff. Hannah Soul Arrows. Thank you for coming. Soul Arrows. Thank you for coming to the live stream there. Appreciate you. You guys did miss it out earlier. Again, like if you're following, you would have known. I'm just saying. Earlier we did do a little bit of a feeding frenzy with the fish. They're still picking up a little bit left of their crumbs, a little bit kind of hanging out in the tank. But they were going crazy. And they were hungry fish, let me tell you. They were down. They were DTS, down to snack. Let me tell you. Eric Porter, thanks for the live stream. See you there. Nice tank, hey, appreciate it, JN. What you up to, JN? Like, what's your vibe? What you got going on? I'm assuming you have your own aquariums at home. And if so, what kind of fish do you have? I'm curious. Or what's your build looking like? Because surprisingly enough, like we only have this one live tank. All of our other tanks are just kind of, either set like this or kind of up in packaging kind of stuff. Fish shop, brick and mortar. Nice. You guys are open tomorrow then? Gonna be making some good sales? Any tips or tricks for online sales by any chance? For asking for a friend? Make sure my mic's still good. There we go. Because, what kind of stuff? So you're a fish shop, right? So do you just like sell just the fish, or do you also sell like the aquariums and like other stuff that come along with owning fish, or do you mainly like a fish sales shop kind of place where you go, okay, little Timmy, we'll take you to the fish shop. You can get your goldfish. And like, yes, I have a goldfish. It's fantastic. My life is so much better. That kind of stuff. Aaron, the intolerable. The intolerable. I think we can tolerate you here, though. I don't want to get too caught up on yourself like that. I sell the Aquarium open tanks. Gotcha. Cool. Interesting. Yeah, we sell, these tanks and these products like brushes, pumps, filters. Oh my gosh. Look at all this stuff. Look at all that. I gotta get the stuff off the shelf. We gotta get it moving. We gotta move product, man. They also have all this stuff right here too. Wave makers, water pumps, filtration systems for even for ponds here as well. Over here, actually, let's move this chair out of the way right here. Yeah, wholesale. Yes, we ship straight from here. We actually don't have like a storefront or anything. Our stuff is more just kind of online sales is really what we focus on a lot here. I also do some other streams and some other web pages as well, so make sure that the angle's all set up properly there. Actually, let me do a little screenshot here. That's a good question. Y'all wholesale. A little screenshot of that right there. There we go. Hopefully TikTok didn't get too upset with me walking away from the camera for half a second there. But yeah, we have all these different types of products, like wave makers and stuff like that. I went on a big spiel earlier in the stream, talking about wave makers and why they are awesome. You'll never guess what they do. You'll never guess. It's called a wave maker. That's the best hint I'll give you. You'll be surprised. Stuff like this. Yeah, it's like a lot of stuff that we sell as well, like all these different types of, hardware type of products, I guess is the way to phrase it, in a way. How can I set up a sump so that it won't overflow when power goes out? Very good question there, Ben. Actually, that's another good question. I need to start saving these questions, guys. Cause I want to just start doing like a video series of this, of like, answering your guys' questions online. Because I have one video that we're doing right now, getting set up for that. Actually, I can get right. Let's come hang out. Let's do a little work together. How about that? Hey, Ben, thanks so much for that follow. Appreciate you. Yes. Let's do a little work together here, guys. Right? So, we'll save this one done right here. Save as. Do Aquadream Q&A. Call it EP2. EP2. I definitely want to make it into a series. Y'all wholesale. Like that. And should I answer the question? Because someone typed in chat earlier, single question mark? But yeah, very good question about the sump filtration system. I'm gonna definitely circle back with that one. Sump power goes out. Because that's obviously like a very important thing. And I did have it earlier with this tank right here actually. That I had a situation where like we actually flipped the breaker a little bit with this that was attached. The power went out in this room in particular, and the breaker flipped. And you know, obviously with no power running, like there was no water flow happening because there's no electricity. But luckily, our system was set up in a way to where it just like wouldn't have the water flow wouldn't like overflow or anything like that. So nothing bad happened, even though it was out of power for a good probably 20 minutes or something like that. If we figured out like which one of the breakers in this warehouse is toward this room, without turning off everything and breaking everything, So I'll say from my personal experience, when the power went out in this room, but of course it's a short time, right? It's not like if you actually had the power go out, you're at like say where you're living, it'll be out for like hours likely, right? Or even sometimes like days even. That would it overflow? It shouldn't. If anything, I think just like total water flow would just kind of stop and just kind of get stagnant, if anything. But it's always important to do your research, all that kind of stuff. But we actually probably just take a quick little look right here, actually. Let me pull this over here. So our friends over here at like YouTube and Facebook can get just a chance to kind of hang out with some fish while I chat with you guys. Because I'll be real, TikTok, you're kind of my favorites. You're my favorites out there, TikTok. There we go. So let's look it up right here, right? Let's check it out. So, so what's the question? So how can I set up a sump so that, let's say, sump overflow power out? I do see various different types of. There are some YouTube videos on here as well showcasing like how to avoid any kind of overflow happening. Or as I go out, man, you have to read some I'm gonna read some forums. Ew, that's gross. Whitney, Lauren, thanks for coming to live stream. Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, there's some good tutorials on here. I've actually never thought about that. It's a very good question, though. Let's see. Most people don't have a siphon for their sump. That's why they worry about sump overflow. So if you get a siphon, that will definitely help out with avoiding any kind of overflow happening. And what do you do with the sump with a power outage? Here's a good one. Any sump pump is a vital property to be installed. Yada yada. This is more for like your house though. Yeah, basement stuff. What about aquariums though? But I think it should be fine. Like I said like earlier, when the power went out with our aquarium here, for a good like 20, 30 minutes or something like that, nothing happened. There wasn't any overflow that was happening or any kind of thing that was like danger or like damaging to the system or anything like that. The fish were still totally fine. They were just vibing, doing their thing. There was a little bit less water flow, but that was about it. For a good 30 minutes or so. So they were fine, just kind of doing their thing. I'm also gonna take a screenshot of the question single question mark. I thought that's funny. Someone literally just came into the chat and asked if I was single, and I was like, no, I'm married. And I'm like, all right, peace out, king. I'm like, what? you go into different people's like TikTok live streams about aquariums and asking like, if you're finding love that way. I'm just saying it might be it's a pretty tough sale or tough way to find love. I'm just saying. Can't hear me? I knew it was gonna happen eventually. The mic dies on this thing so up. Like about an hour two. This thing only has about 2 hours worth of battery life. But you know, it was way better than using just phone audio. You know. So sorry about that if you missed all that stuff I was talking about there, Ben. But we actually did kind of recap a little bit there, though. But yeah, we did have the power go out in this room for a good like 30 minutes or so. But nothing bad happened from the tank. Like there wasn't any leaking or any kind of issues like that. I mean, it could be about specifically how we have everything set up and stuff. But from what happened, nothing bad happened when it came to our aquarium. Looking at it also right here online. So that's also mentioned about having like a siphon is also a really good thing for that kind of stuff to avoid any kind of overflow happening. But like I said, yeah, our tank, we lost power in this room for a good like 30 minutes and there wasn't any kind of water overflow or anything like that happening. So you should be fine. Of course, I would probably just do a little research online and see if there's anybody else saying any kind of contradictory information or anything like that. Is there a reason why in particular you would want to, or concerned about like power outages and stuff like that? When it comes to the sump, like I haven't heard anything about like overflow happening when it comes to the sump filtration system. It seems kind of like when the power goes out, like there's like no water flow really happening. You know what I mean? But I've also just been working here for just 2 weeks. So I'm still learning. But yeah. There's some good videos here on YouTube as well as I'm kind of scrolling through, showcasing like what to do when if the power does go out. What do you do? That kind of stuff. So there's also that to look into. The pink barber witch. Thank you very much for coming by. Toothpick, thanks for coming by to the live stream. I see you there. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Talking about aquariums. We're talking about this stuff and everything in between. Yeah, we're Aquadream USA. If you want to keep up to date with us, give us a follow. Let us know you want to see more content like this. Or if you give a like, it's always cool. Likes are nice. I do like likes. Like Bobby Bob, I just realized gave us a follow. Thank you much, Bob. Or Billy Bob, sorry. Wow. I'm tired, man. Billy Bob, thank you so much for the follow there. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah. Drew, I see you come by the chat there. Thank you very much. But yeah, stuff, things, pumps, pumps and sumps. Sumps up with that pump. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Let's see. I never set up a sump before, starting 125 in June, and I'm asking questions so I can get it set up correctly. Oh yeah, well, to get it set up properly, we do have tutorial videos on our pages out here. We should have I think we have a tutorial video on our YouTube channel. I know we have it on our website for sure, but I'm not quite sure. There's plenty of other places out there to kind of figure out, do a little research and figure out like how to, put this stuff together. Again, we have our tanks do come with instructions as well when it comes to, putting together a tank like this, because yeah, it can be a bit daunting, right? Especially if it's like if you're new to it, or it's your first time putting together a tank of this kind of size, right? It's a bit like intimidating. Like that's a lot to do, trying to follow up with all that, But at least we try to set it up in a way to where a lot of it's kind of pre-built in a way. Only ever done hang on back. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, if you want to take a look, we can take a look. Right, it looks like inside down below here. Actually, I guess I'll show you the live one that we got. We have a live tank over here. What's up, Matthew? I see you there in the chat. I will warn you, it's not the cleanest. of tank systems here. Just because, it's not the cleanest, but you get an idea of what it looks like. So I'm just warning you, all right? I'm letting you know. Don't judge, just acknowledge, all right? But you can see, hopefully, right here with our system. Oh, I'm trying to angle it right here, so I'm still in the shop because TikTok does not like it when a person's not on camera. But you can't see it in action right here. We put like these foam covers on it just because, well, basically, this is what it looked like when I came in, basically. I've only been here for a couple weeks. But basically, you fill up the water on this side right here. It does showcase the measurements right here as well for how much water you actually need to fill it up with. You got the pumps right here. You got the filter media as well. And you got all the pump guy. It takes it all the way back up to the tank water up here to get it all up and going for you. But like I said, we have tutorials if you want to follow and keep up with all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Well, hopefully it's at least some help I can at least try to give you there, Ben. Yeah. Like I said, I'm still on my second week here, so I'm still learning a lot when it comes to this stuff. But I do know how to make a good meme when it comes to online. That's why I'm the social media manager here. And so, but yeah, like they also it comes with instructions. You can find them like online as well. It's a very great resource to find what you're looking for sure. Do you have any animals within your 120 or what's your plan for the 125 you're getting there? Are you looking to put would you have specific fish that you're looking to put in there, or kind of a specific type of aquascaping, I believe is the correct terminology? So welcome to the live stream. I see you there. Yeah, our new video's doing alright. It's been out live for about 6 hours now or so. Already at 400 views. That's doing not too shabby for us. That's pretty good. And especially at our level. We're growing. We're learning. We're expanding. We're doing our thing. Kind of getting things back up. So by the time I joined here, the social media channels were very inactive. And so I'm trying to come out here to reactivate those channels and get back up and running. Tangs and soft coral. Nice. We actually have a couple tangs in our tank over here, actually. In our most recent video that went live, it was a fun little video talking about how do you name your fish and things like that. You can see a little tang right there. We got tangs over here. The bigger one, I like to call him George, right here. And then we do have another one. He likes to hang out kind of right around here, as you can see. I call that one Dory because obvious reasons. She's a bit of a diva. No, actually George can be a bit of a jerk. George is very much just this is my spot in the tank. Move, please. Or whenever the food's there, it's move out of the way, right? It's George. George, it's time for food. Blue jellyfish, thanks for coming by the live stream. The benefit George does do in the tank is that whenever I feed the food pellets, some of them are a little bigger, too big for the fish. So what he'll do is actually go in and go bite at the food pebble or whatever, and then bits of it will come off, so then the other fish can bite off the other parts of it and they enjoy it as well. So I think it's a byproduct of him just being really selfish and hungry that he'll break up food for other fish, kind of in a way. But yeah, that's crazy. It's fun owning fish though. Vinny T! Thanks for going with the live stream. I feel like you have to say that with a New York accent. You're hey, Vinny T over here. It's Vinny T. The T stands for T. Brian Denmark, welcome back. I see you there. Appreciate you coming back. You caught us towards the tail end of the stream here, though, Mr. Denmark. We're going to probably wrap things up here in about 10 minutes or so. But until that time, I appreciate you guys coming by, hanging out, chatting with us. Appreciate all the new follows. All the likes, definitely appreciated as well. Also, give us a follow. Just make sure you keep up to date. Big water spill? What? Did you spill some water? Is that what you're saying right there, Ben? But, appreciate you guys all coming by, hanging out in the chat. And if you guys want to catch us, make sure to give us a follow. We'll be live again Monday evening for more live streaming goodness for you guys here. We're gonna be doing it. We do it every evening so far. So if you guys want to keep up to date with our content, if you guys, like I said, I'll definitely save that question. I saved that question there, Ben, so I definitely will make it into a video. And I think it'll be a very interesting topic to talk about. I'm make sure I actually did save it. I don't want to lose it. Yep. Cool. I got that question saved right there for you. You're going to make it into a video, Ben. You're going to become YouTube famous now. If you don't mind. But yeah, that's going to be posted on our YouTube channel. We'll definitely also break up that Q&A for each question to be its own separate video as well. So you guys can have their information in more bite-sized ways, you know. But yeah, like if you give us a like, helps us out a ton. Every like goes at our level really does go a long way for us guys. Every follow, again, like I said, goes a really long way for us when it comes to building out the social channels here, and you know, making me look good at my job. Welcome back, Dominic. I see you there. And then yeah, so we stream every evening right now on this channel here. Talking with you guys, just hanging out, having a good time. Trying to see some familiar faces. And all that good stuff in between. Answer any kind of questions, point you guys all in the right direction. Be your point of contact, you know. Stuff like that. And yeah. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate that coming in. I see you. I recognize you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Red panda. Oh my god. Love those animals. Honestly, if there was like a forbidden animal I could have as a pet, it would be a red panda. Now we're still gonna be hanging around for a little bit longer, Ben. We gotta hang out for a couple more minutes. Especially with all the new likes coming in. I gotta get those, let those bad boys float on in, so then I can keep up. I can show to the boss of how many likes we got in the last live stream. How fantastic I am at my job. Likes work in a very interesting way here on TikTok. Something about it where like they kind of come in waves with the likes for whatever reason. Felipe, welcome to the stream. They keep flying in, man. So I gotta stay live then. I gotta make sure they keep racking up those numbers, you know? Making me look good. So I appreciate everyone coming by today, though. Hope everyone has a good weekend as well. My weekend's gonna be busy, kind of just making sure I clean up the house and getting everything ready for when the extended family can fly in next week. Doing all that stuff. But yeah. Sorry, I get distracted sometimes by just looking at watching the fish. Not. I know it sounds very, very odd thing to say, but sometimes I get a little lost in the sea. The sea, she calls to me. Gary is dead, or Jerry is dead. No, you don't believe in that. If Gary was dead, then why is he in the chat right now? Come on. I'm up to your tricks. I also got some band practice going on this weekend as well. I gotta run out and do that, and you know, so then keep the guitar playing chops up to par, you know. Make sure we learn our songs properly, because we have some gigs that are starting to get booked now, which is nice. and getting a chance out there to properly play in front of people finally. But yeah. Yeah, I think we're kind of good on the stream, guys. Again, thank you all so much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. There's a million different places you can go and hang out online. The fact you want to come do it here is greatly, it really does mean a lot to me. Makes me look good at my job too. It makes me look good in front of the boss. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for coming by. We're gonna start ending out. Let's call it, guys. So many streams here like this one here on Facebook. We can probably wrap that up right there. Hit good there.